Hey, good afternoon, Wednesday, February 27th. I will be looking to bounce back today. Last night didn't go so well for me. Top play on the board, Florida, was absolutely horrible, man. They got smashed. Never got into a groove. I mean, it was disgusting to watch. Other disappointment of the night, Phoenix Suns. I did get a push. I didn't lose the bet, but, man, they controlled the first half. I don't know. Well, they scored like 30 points in the second half, managed to pull out a greasy overtime win, missed 2 free throws with half a second left in overtime to not cover the spread. Overall, it's a disappointing night. Had a couple good calls, but for the most part, it wasn't pretty. Put last night behind me, look to come back today, get some money in the tank for the weekend. I've got a top play of the board tonight, North Carolina State, 9.5. They're playing Boston College at home. Tonight we're going to call put up or shut up tonight across the country. All my plays are in college basketball. We're closing in on Selection Sunday. It's time for most of these teams, to show, do you want a bid or not? Because March Madness will leave you behind. You'll be playing in the NIT. Unless you're really wanting to give your fans an extra home game, first round NIT, let's say. Maybe it's time to get your shit together. So across the country, I'm looking for teams to pull their shit together, get wins tonight, put some money in my pocket here. Top play, NC State, 9.5. State has really been schizophrenic. First half, second half of the season looked great in their win against Duke. They've had good wins at home. On the road, they've really struggled. What I'm looking at tonight, they're back home. They need a win. They need to look good. They got knocked, out of a tie with North Carolina. Now they're back into 4th place in the ACC. They really have to get their shit together right now. Tonight they get an opponent. They can do it. They can pull this one out. Boston College tries to play an inside game. I think State with how, depending on how Leslie's going to play, I think he should come back. He played terrible against North Carolina. You think he's going to come back better tonight. NC State, I think, will jump out here early. If Scott Wood hits a few threes, this game could get completely out of hand. Top play on the board tonight for me is going to be NC State. Biggest bet of the night for me, bottom line. They burnt me earlier. I think I got a big push against them in the Miami game where they lost in the tip-in at the buzzer. But for the most part, I've been able to read this team. Just their play has been questionable. How are they doing certain things at certain times? I like their coach, but sometimes he lets this team get away from him. So tonight, I think, it's time to put up or shut up. NC State, top play on the board. I'm going to play UConn at home, getting a 1.5 from Georgetown. Another team that needs to show that they can get it done. They need a big win. I don't think they want to have to go 5 wins in 5 days, win the Big East tournament, whatever. I think they would prefer to go the easy route, get a couple good wins under their belt, and get a bid on Selection Sunday that way. So UConn plus 1.5. I like them at home. I have them by 2. It's not a huge gap in the spread, but I think they do get the win here tonight. They find a way to win. UConn plus 1.5 at home. Finally, Indiana State on the best bets. I'm going to play them 7.5. Another team that was been very disappointing of late. I think they have a good team. They play a good style of game. The Missouri Valley is a good conference. I mean, they play solid basketball in the Missouri Valley right now. I'm going to take Indiana State 7.5. It's a night to get the job done. I mean, if the Sycamores want to step up and get into the tournament, these are the kind of games they need to look good, not just win. Indiana State 7.5. 3 best bets. NC State top play on the board. UConn plus 1. Indiana State 7.5. I have 4 other plays. I'm just going to give the plays. I went a little long here on the top play. Michigan minus 13 is one of my plays, as they're at Penn State, winless in the conference. Just going to play Michigan just to get a win, cover this 13. Elon plus 6.5 at home against top team in the conference, Davidson. Look for Davidson to struggle somewhere on the road. This might be the spot where they have trouble getting it done. Elon plus 6.5. New Mexico 5.5. I like New Mexico by a little. I just think the spread's a little low. I have 8.5 up on my sheet. San Diego State coming in. Might be a little over the head. Again, this is New Mexico. Put up or shut up. New Mexico, do you want to get in the tournament? You need to take care of your home court against a team like San Diego State. Finally, Arizona State plus 7.5. I seem to be going with the percentage of bets on this game. I thought I was playing kind of a sly angle with her, Sendick, and Ben Howland. Perhaps other people are starting to catch on. The line opened at 8, now it's 7.5, but that's the fourth of my other plays. So real quickly, we're going to go through the whole slate one last time. NC State is the top play on the board. NC State 9.5 at home against Boston College. UConn plus 1.5. Indiana State is 7.5. Other plays on the card: Michigan 13, Elon plus 6.5, New Mexico 5.5, and Arizona State plus 7.5. May all your parlays hit, and may all your tip-ins at the buzzers be winning ones. Good luck tonight, and talk to you tomorrow.